Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Very good. Okay, so Bismillah. Today we are going to talk about Bismillah का क्या मतलब होता है उसे? What does Bismillah mean? हाँ, in the name of Allah. Okay, good. So today we are going to talk about a very important topic. This topic is super important. And the name of this topic is how to be an influencer. Do you know what an influencer is? What is an influencer? What does the word influence mean? Influence. To have an effect on someone. See, I'm influencing you right now. You wanted to be bored, but I said I'm going to influence you and I'll try not to bore you. This is called influence. So influence, as Ibrahim and Anabia said, that influence means to have an impact on someone. Give me another example. Give me another definition. Influence. Acha chalo, I'll make this easier for you. Have you heard the name or the term Instagram influencers? What do they do? Instagram influencer. If you are an okay, let's do it this way. Let's talk about a day in the life of an Instagram influencer. Say it. So an Instagram influencer wakes up, and now what does he or she do? Start a live video. Exactly. So for example, he or she is making breakfast. If it's a lady, she'll be making a breakfast, or if it's a person, he'll be getting ready to go to the office or whatever, start working. So start a live video. The question is, what is the purpose of that live video? Why is he or she going live? To gain followers and acha, okay. He or she went live to gain more followers. If he or she has more followers, what will he or she get? What? Popularity, money, and popularity and money. These are the two main things, right? Okay. So when he or she went live and she's like, hello guys, आज हम लोग बना रहे हैं pancakes. और वो फिर वहाँ पे खड़ी है और वो पैनकेक्स बना रही है, और फिर अचानक से उसकी जो है वो नंद आ गई है, ओए तुमने आज देखना हम कितने मज़े का बनाएंगे, देखो अच्छा this, and then the story unfolds. उसके बाद सास आ गई हैं, अच्छा जी अच्छा आपने ऑफिस जाना है, like this is the entire story unfolds something like this, right? They're sharing their personal private life. So they're doing this to gain popularity and they're doing this to get money. Okay, so coming back to the main question that we have, are they influencing someone through their live video or not? And now let's bring in some other examples. Maybe some famous Instagram influencers, I'm not going to take names, but there are influencers who talk about maybe making videos, right? Something that is related to Janzeb Bhai's industry, making videos, like how to make videos. That is, some people make podcasts. Have you heard the name of podcast? Yeah, right? Some people host shows. So for example, some of the famous news anchors who just used to come on TV, now they come on YouTube as well, right? Okay, so then there are beauticians, लड़कियां जिनका काम कुछ भी नहीं है, people send them parcels and then they get ready on in front of the camera. That is called they call themselves influencers as well. And then there are, for example, teachers who are teaching people who are poor and they don't charge money for that. Are they an influencer or not? Yeah, they are an influencer as well. Okay, so for example, Elon Musk. Has everyone heard the name of Elon Musk? Elon Musk, is he an influencer or not? He's impacting others, right? So he is an influencer as well. Okay, so for example, Mark Zuckerberg, is he an influencer? Yes. Right, he is an influencer as well. Okay. Now let's come out of the social media domain and let's talk about, for example, newspaper. So in newspapers there are, I know you guys don't read newspapers, it's okay, but back in the days when people used to actually read newspapers, uncles still do, right? दादा अबू और अब्बू जो हैं अभी भी न्यूज़पेपर खोल के जो पढ़ रहे होते हैं. बट न्यूज़पेपर्स में जो एडिटोरियल लिखने वाला एडिटर होता था, is that person an influencer or not? He's impacting others, right? Okay, Sir Ahmad Zafar, is he an influencer or not? Yeah, he's influencing someone. Okay, ma'am Kudsiya, is he an influencer or not? Yeah, she is influencing someone. Okay, so for example, have you heard the name Hercules?
Yes.
Is he an influencer? Yeah, he influences a lot of people. Now the next question is, now we have established and everyone agrees that there are people who are called influencers, and influencers do what? They influence others. Now the next question is good versus bad influence. Do you think, और अगर आप लोग मेरे से एग्री नहीं करते, you don't have to agree with me all the time. जो मैं मेरे पे वही थोड़ी नाज़िल हो रही है, right? I can be wrong as well. सही बात है ना? और मैं कोई टेक्स्ट बुक भी नहीं आपको पढ़ा रहा कि टेक्स्ट बुक से देख के पढ़ा रहा हूँ तो आप कहेंगे जो सर कह रहे हैं सारा कुछ सही है. So if you don't agree with me, just tell me. Have you heard of the name Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anh? Someone asked Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anh, how are you such a faqih? How are you so knowledgeable? And he answered, and that answer is so beautiful and relevant to what we were talking about just now. He said, lisanun sa'ulun. That he said that I have a tongue that has a habit of asking questions. So when you ask questions, you get more knowledge. सही है? तो इसलिए you guys should ask questions. So good versus bad influence. Do you think there is such a thing as a good and bad influence?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
हो सकता है? Give me an example. Give me a real life example of a good influencer. Someone who has influenced you in your life. Teachers, सही है. और parents और
Islamic scholars.
आप कुछ तो बताएं. आपका क्या हाल है? ठीक है. और ये भी बताएं कि good influencer की example दें कोई. Think about it. Think about it. You have 30 seconds. I'm going to get back to you. Give me an example of a bad influencer. You'll tell me about a good influencer. Okay. There you go. I love the name. Very nice. Sisterology. So sisterology is an example of a perfect, very good influencer. है ना? No? The worst? Why? Those girls make so much effort in making their content. Why do you think they're a bad influence? You guys don't know what sisterology is, right? Hopefully. Huh? Alhamdulillah. So you guys, who thinks astrology is bad? You guys think astrology is bad, and you guys, what do you think? You don't know about astrology? Good. So you think astrology is bad? Why? Think about the why. Give me an example of a good influencer. सोचा नहीं अभी तक? बताएं, जल्दी से बता दें. आपको आज तक किसी ने इन्फ्लुएंस किया ज़िंदगी में? कोई अच्छा लगा आपको? कौन? घर के साथ वाले अंकल. वेरी गुड. सो ही इज़ अ गुड इन्फ्लुएंसर, राइट? वेरी नाइस. So why is that bad? Huh?
Wasting time.
Wasting time? No.
Yes.
Why?
If it's a 30-minute tour guide, it's not related to us.
So guys, okay, suno, sare suno. This is what we are talking about. There's a group on Instagram and YouTube, and I don't know if those girls are on Facebook and TikTok as well. वो बहनें हैं. अब ये सारे गौर से सुनो. बहनें कितनी बहनें हैं वो? 5. So there's 5 girls, and they have made a channel called Sisterology. सही है? Sisterology. तो अब वो क्या करती हैं? वो अपनी आपस की लड़ाइयाँ, दोस्तियाँ, पार्टीज़, घर की चीज़ें जो हैं वो इंस्टाग्राम पे लगाती हैं. अब ये सारे इन्होंने मुझे परेशान कर दिया. ये कह रहे हैं कि वो बैड इन्फ्लुएंसर्स हैं. Like, good question. But I'm trying to get to a point. I'm trying to get to a point.
एक वीडियो देखी तो शीशे के आगे खड़ी थी, कहती ये वाली पैंट अच्छी नहीं लग रही, ये वाली पहन के, ये वाली पहन. सर इसका हमें क्या बताने का मकसद है?
कोई आप में से कोई एक भी ऐसा नहीं है जो ये कहे कि नहीं वो ठीक है. मेहनत करते हैं यार बेचारे. ओके, चलो मैं लड़कों को भी रेलेवेंट बताने के लिए, लड़के बेचारे परेशान हो रहे हैं. हैव यू हर्ड ऑफ द नेम? वो बतख से एक नाम निकलता है. हाँ, डकी. हैव यू हर्ड ऑफ द नेम डकी भाई? Do you think he is a bad? Don't say he's bad. He is bad? You hate him? He has, oh, he has millions of followers. Oh, he bought a new car.
Did he give us
His acting is so stupid.
So,
He is stupid.
no, that is what you think. But he bought a new car. He took his parents.
It's not going to benefit us.
Yes. And his YouTube.
Ducky bhai bure hain?
It is so stupid.
His what are stupid? He is stupid?
He is really he is a
Okay.
That's why he's doing it.
You don't like Ducky bhai?
Sir, well, he uses a lot of vulgar language sometimes, and I don't think that the followers he's earning, most of them are even through a halal way.
Interesting. He says that he uses vulgar language. हाँ, vulgar language तो नहीं use करनी चाहिए. Have you seen his content? Have you guys heard about? There's another guy. I'm just giving random examples. People who are more relevant to our social circle. Have you heard of the name Shavir Jafri?
Yes.
Do you think he? Don't tell me he's bad.
He's not good.
He is not bad. He is good. Why? Why? Why is he? Okay, have you heard of the name P for Pakao? नहीं, अब वो हमारी मेरे और जानजेब भाई की एज ब्रैकेट के लिए. You guys don't know about him. अच्छा, give me another example. Give me another name. Mr. Who? Mr. Beast. Yeah. Mr. Beast is good, right? Mr. Beast is good. Like, he gives away a lot of money. She doesn't like it. You don't like Mr. Beast? Why not? You don't like his face? You don't like his name? Mr. Beast. Like, why would you call Beast a Mr.? अच्छा, और आखिरी example, then we are going to move forward. एक नाम बताएं कोई of a bad influencer. According to you वो बुरा होगा, but I am shocked कि आप लोगों को सारे बुरे लगते हैं. The best, huh? Jake Paul? Who is Jake Paul? Boxer है? Yeah, I think I've heard the name. थोड़े से उसके लंबे बाल हैं? छोटे हैं? पता नहीं. उसके नाम से ही वो बुरा लग रहा है मुझे. अच्छा, Mike Tyson has retired, man. No? फिर लड़ाई. Okay, there you go. Another example. He says there is an influencer by the name of Jake Paul. He's going to fight Mike Tyson. Now my question is, why is he going to fight Mike Tyson? Again, it goes back, it circles back to the same old thing. Why do the influencers come online? Number one, to gain popularity. Number two, now, do you think being a Muslim, we need to be an influencer? Yes or no? Being a Muslim, it is obligatory for us to be an influencer. Yes or no? Yes. Who says no? Who says yes? Yes वाले कौन है? सही है. और no वाले? और ये जो इन्होंने हाथ नहीं खड़ा किया, इनका क्या करूं? दोबारा से. मुसलमान होते हुए कौन कौन ये कहता है कि इन्फ्लुएंसर होना ज़रूरी है? ओके, और कौन कौन कहता है इन्फ्लुएंसर होना ज़रूरी नहीं है? सही है. आप क्यों कहते हैं इन्फ्लुएंसर होना ज़रूरी नहीं है?
ज़रूरी थोड़ी है कि मुसलमान है तो इन्फ्लुएंसर होना चाहिए.
What is the definition of an influencer according to you? अच्छा, इसको कंक्लूजन की तरफ लेके जाते हैं. I want you guys to pay very close attention to this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Quran says, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat linnas, ta'muruna bil ma'rufi wa tanhawna 'anil munkar wa tu'minuna billah. That आपको पता है, when someone is hired for a job, उसको KPIs दिए जाते हैं. For KPIs क्या होते हैं? Key performance indicators. For example, I am a teacher. When Ma'am Qudsiya invited me for this summer course, Ma'am Qudsiya exactly told me that these are the things that I have to do, right? Or based on that, my performance will be judged. If I am a good teacher or a bad teacher, there are some indicators. For example, being on time, For example, being on time, delivering a good lecture, covering the entire syllabus and things like that, making sure that my students are performing good in my subject. These are the key performance indicators. What are the key performance indicators? How do you know if you are a good Muslim or a bad Muslim? You know you're a good Muslim or a bad Muslim depending on if you are a good influencer or a bad influencer. See, in this life you cannot help but be an influencer. अगर आप अच्छे influencer नहीं हो, that means you are a bad influencer, right? So it's very important to distinguish between the two. So the first action item, that the first thing that we have learned today is that what's wrong should be called wrong. And we need to say this out loud. I want you guys to say this. What's wrong? Say this. What's wrong is wrong. Say that again. What's wrong is wrong. Say that. Like, imagine astrology, imagine Ducky Bhai, and गुस्से में feel करें इस बात को and say this. What's wrong is wrong. Can you imagine your younger sister or your younger brother being influenced by astrology, being influenced by Ducky Bhai? But people, younger generation, they are actually being influenced by these folks, right? मैं कितने ऐसे लोगों से मिला हूँ जो ये कहते हैं कि मैंने, sir, I want to be an influencer just like him, or I want to be an influencer just like her. So हमारे मुआशरे में क्या हो गया है कि गलत को गलत कहा जाना ख़त्म हो गया है. What you guys need to do is you need to have the courage to say that what's wrong is wrong. No matter दुनिया में जितने मर्जी लोग कहते रहें कि नहीं this is right, चोरी करना गलत है तो गलत है, पूरी दुनिया कहती रहे कि गलत नहीं है तो आप फिर भी कहोगे कि गलत है. This is your first KPI as a Muslim. You always say what's wrong is wrong no matter what. पूरी दुनिया बेशक करे. And then the second action item is when you acknowledge that what's wrong is wrong, bad influencers are bad influencers, they have a bad influence on the society, then you do what? Just like you have boycotted Coca-Cola and Pepsi, just like you have boycotted KFC and McDonald's, you boycott these bad influencers as well. Not just avoiding yourself, बल्कि अपने इर्द गिर्द जितने भी दोस्त हैं उनको भी बताना कि this is wrong. Okay. थर्ड चीज़ ये है, डू यू हैव एन ऑप्शन कि कोई कहे कि नहीं मैं इन्फ्लुएंसर बनना ही नहीं चाहता. आई नो यू गाइज आर अ बिट कन्फ्यूज्ड बिकॉज इन्फ्लुएंसर की डेफिनेशन मैं आप लोगों को रिपीट करता हूँ. इन्फ्लुएंसर की डेफिनेशन ये नहीं है कि जो इंस्टाग्राम पे जाके वीडियोस बना रहा है या बना रही है अपनी ज़िंदगी के बारे में. इन्फ्लुएंसर का मतलब होता है हर वो बंदा हु हैज़ एन इम्पैक्ट ऑन समवन. So it is not possible that you're a human being and you don't have an impact on someone. You're always going to have an impact on someone. Here's the thing. चलिए सुने मेरी बात, आराम से समझ आ जाएगी. You're sleeping in your bed, you're lazy. You don't want to wake up, you're super lazy. Your mom calls you, बेटा आमना आ जाओ, बेटा अहद आ जाओ. But you don't respond, you're lazy, you don't feel like doing anything, you're sleeping, you've been sleeping for 15 hours now and you still want to sleep. Okay, now you're being lazy right now and you will say I'm not doing anything. Are you being an influencer right now or not? Soch, you're being an influencer to who? To your younger siblings, right? To your younger brother and younger sister. क्यों? आप उसको इन्फ्लुएंस कर रहे हो ना कि यार हाँ ठीक है लेजी होना, अगर अम्मी आपको बुला रही हैं तो दैट मीन्स कि व्हेन यू आर नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग एट ऑल राइट नाउ, यू आर नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग, यू आर स्लीपिंग, बीइंग लेजी, बट यू आर स्टिल बीइंग एन इन्फ्लुएंसर. इसका मतलब है कि आप जब सुबह उठते हो उससे रात को सोने तक every single thing that you do qualifies in one of the two cases. Either whatever you do, every single action is good influence or it is bad influence. So as a Muslim, it is our duty to see कि whatever I am doing, is it a good or a bad influence, और हमें good influence की तरफ कोशिश करनी है. This is the third action item. समझ आई? अच्छा, अब चौथा more specific वो ये है क्या हमें सोशल मीडिया पे भी पोस्ट करना चाहिए? सोशल मीडिया पे कुछ ऐसा पोस्ट करना चाहिए जिससे हम अच्छे इन्फ्लुएंसर्स बन सकें? ओके, नाउ दिस डिपेंड्स, सही है, इट इज़ एन ऑप्शन। ये चौथा एक्शन आइटम है। आई नो आप में से किसी ने भी कुछ नहीं लिखा, और पता वो टास्क याद है ना? है ना? क्या बोला? हाँ, क्लास से निकलने से पहले बिफोर जान से भाई रैप्स दिस अप, यू फॉरगेट एवरीथिंग, ओके, कुछ याद नहीं रखना। तो अब ये है कि क्या सोशल मीडिया पे आप पोस्ट कर सकते हो? हु हियर हैज़ अ फेसबुक एंड इंस्टाग्राम? इन सारे सोशल मीडिया में से कोई एक भी अकाउंट किसी का है? सबका है ऑलमोस्ट। आप में से किसी का भी नहीं है? बेचारे मिस्कीन। आप लोगों को पता है सोशल मीडिया क्या होता है? लुक एट देम, मसाकीन बेचारे। आप क्या कह रहे हैं? कुछ भी नहीं, यूट्यूब का अकाउंट है। ओके, एनीवे, सही है। आप लोगों के अब्बुओं का अकाउंट, लाइक मोस्ट ऑफ यू हैव एक्सेस टू योर फादर योर मदर्स अकाउंट, राइट? किसी ना किसी कैपेसिटी में स्नैपचैट है, टिकटॉक है, इंस्टाग्राम है, फेसबुक है, लिंक्डइन है, लाइक व्हाटएवर। सोशल मीडिया इज अ टूल जहाँ पे ये सारे गंदे इन्फ्लुएंसर्स गंदा कंटेंट बना रहे हैं। यू हैव टू शेयर पॉजिटिव कंटेंट, राइट? बट द पॉजिटिव कंटेंट, उसको वेट करना बहुत ज़रूरी है कि पॉजिटिव कंटेंट होता क्या है, उसके लिए क्या ज़रूरी है, उसके लिए इल्म हासिल करना ज़रूरी है। फ़लस्तीन में इतना ज़्यादा जुल्म हो रहा है, what can we do, right? This is a very common question, right? People are being killed, children like you, children like me are being killed, like children, parents like me are being killed, right? So what do we do? That is a very common question, right? The least that we can do is at least talk about it. Yeah, at least share this on our WhatsApp status maybe. Yeah, but that needs to be within certain boundaries which your parents will tell you about. कि कौन सा कंटेंट कहाँ शेयर करना है, कौन सा कंटेंट कहाँ शेयर करना है। यू डोंट वांट टू गेट इन ट्रबल एज वेल, कि कोई इस तरह की वीडियोस जो हैं आप उसको ऐसे ऐसे शेयर कर रहे हो, लाइक देयर विल बी सर्टेन बाउंड्रीज अबाउट इट। सो दिस इज द फोर्थ एक्शन आइटम और द फिफ्थ एक्शन आइटम। The fourth action item, that is to post on social media. So these are a few things and this is very important for us to understand कि आज के दौर में हमारा कौन एनिमी है and what should we do. समझ आई?